Hello and welcome to This Is My Architecture. Today I'm joined by Qais from Seera Group. Welcome, Qais.
Hey Mo, happy to be here.
Before we start, can you tell us a bit more about Seera Group?
Yeah, sure. Seera Group is the leading travel group in the region, with represented by a lot of big brands like Almosafer, Ila, Tajawal, Lumi, Discover Saudi, and Hajj and Umrah for Mawasim.
Excellent. Who doesn't like traveling, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, can you tell us a bit more about the challenges or the problems that you faced and you built the architecture to solve it?
Yeah, sure. Being the leading group in travel sector, you need to be extremely effective in scaling and responding quickly to the market changes. That's from one point. And on the other side, we as a full brands, we want to be a very much customer centric, delivering things that's very relevant to our customers. On top of all of this, having a very proper, agile and speed delivery.
Interesting. So let's dive deep into the architecture and walk us through and how it works.
Sure, happy to do so. So let's take Al-Musafer as an example. Al-Musafer receives on an average around 300K requests per minute. This traffic goes through CloudFront.
Yeah.
And CloudFront as a CDN help us to serve our customers in a better way. We are utilizing a very effective and cost-efficient storage place like S3 to serve our content, to serve our images. Al-Musafer is a very heavy load content platform. On top of all of this, we are utilizing Lambda to decide this traffic coming from which region, this traffic come from which device, allowing us to serve our customers better and providing the system with the first layer of scaling and resiliency.
Amazing. So you use a simple storage service to help you with the static contents on a cost-efficient way, and you use Lambda for intelligent at the edge and deciding where to route the traffic.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay, so what about the load balancer? What do you do in the architecture?
Yeah, when the traffic goes through to our load balancer, at that stage, we want to decide if this is a backend service traffic or if it's a web traffic. Actually, we have here roughly around 60 load balancers to take care of, shall I route this traffic to our backend or to our frontend? And when we discussed the backend, we mentioned earlier, we went through a lot of transformation. Having said that, we have a lot of monolithic systems that change to a proper microservices systems. Our load balancer does not only do load balancing, actually it does routing between the legacy and the new.
So I see that it can help you with gradually migrating from legacy systems that's still hosted in EC2 and bring them into microservices that are hosted in EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about the containers and EKS size and what they do?
So we actually were successfully migrating around 80% of our services to AKS. AKS here is being used as the core for all of our services, either backend and frontend. Actually, even our frontend is a micro frontend architecture. So we are utilizing AKS. Here, roughly, we have more than 250 microservices deployed over 1,400 bots in production, allowing the system to scale and to adapt to the load and to allow us also to have a proper resilient inside our systems.
Oh, amazing. Cool. And then about the data layer, what we have here?
So one of the advantages of having a proper microservices systems allowing you to adapt the data storage and layer to your needs of your service. So most of our services need no SQL databases. Here we are utilizing a self-managed Mongo instances using EC2. Some of other services are using our RDS capabilities, which is some of the function need a proper transactional SQL databases. On top of all of that, you are talking about a microservices system, and a big part of it is event-driven. And here, Kafka plays a major role in that.
Interesting. So I can see that you have a choice of going with third-party software of your choice on EC2, self-managed, or you can go with a relational database service and then use a managed service from AWS.
Yeah.
So question, how do you ensure that this architecture actually working and you're providing the expected customer experience?
We always speak about the benefits of microservices, but actually having a proper monitoring system on top of your services is one of the key things. And I always tell the team, keep monitoring or die trying. And in here, we are utilizing a lot of services. Some of them are self-managed services. For example, this system allowing us to have an internal lock on every single service. We are using CloudWatch to make sure that our bot healths are properly shaped. We are using a lot of internal tools like Prometheus, our ELK stack, to make sure that we also have an eye on the logs, monitoring the logs. And all of this ties to our alarming system, which we are utilizing Slack and PagerDuty to make sure that the team is on top of everything that's happening inside.
Excellent. So I can see again the choice of going with your own tools on top of EC2, or you use AWS native tools like CloudWatch and have end-to-end view of what's going on.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what's next? What is your future plans and ideas to improve, the architecture in the future?
When you have a microservices system like this, it allows you to innovate, allow you to give more to your customers. We were the first actually to respond to a COVID situation by having bots automated in WhatsApp, and that would be impossible by this. Currently, we are focusing on providing more variety to our customers of selection of travel, focusing more onto building systems allowing the customer to have a different experience than our competitors.
So I see without the right architecture, you couldn't respond to the market and situations like COVID.
Definitely.
I'd like to thank you, Qais, for sharing this architecture with us today.
Thank you, Mo, for having me. And I would like to thank Seera technology team who are behind all of that.
It's been fascinating listening to you. Great work we see here. And thank you for watching us today.